Yeah.
But now I'm like, damn, I want to beat him next time. Like I'm not willing to just accept that. I got to get it next time. It's all good though. Like I said, every L is an opportunity to learn. That's the most important thing. It's also the first time tonight that people were correct on who they bet on.
Oh, interesting.
Because most of the night it's been like whoever has the lower portion has been winning, and today that did not happen. But it's okay. We got best of 5 territory now. It's winners finals. It's gonna be Chavo versus Retro. Both of them the first time that they get to compete while on their new guild Tempus or Tempest or something like that. I'm not sure which one.
Oh, it's a guild war right here.
Yeah, it's a little fight between the two, but also of course a lot of pride on the line because this is the first time that Chavo has been underseeded out by Retro.
Yeah.
Because Retro has just been on a tear of late, and I mean, what can you do to stop him? He's just been either getting close to winning. Also, last week he had an incredible performance against New York. Chavo, of course, did fall a little bit earlier, and Retro came out on top. So it's pretty cool to see how much progression they've had. But one thing does loom over Retro's head. Is that the last time they fought and Retro had a chance to win, Chavo got the reset in grands and won. And Chavo also knows how to get inside Retro's head with plays like that as he starts up the round with the spike.
Gotta start off with a dare. That's the only way.
Yeah, but definitely don't count Retro out. Retro has also in winners side won every single time they fought recently in winners. So he does have, I think he's 2 games up right now in that department.
Okay.
But I know he was visibly frustrated when he played against Twilight because of how close that was.
Watched it. I heard
you were in the middle of a game 3 intense set against Faded Crow. Almost a huge upset on Faded Crow's part if he got that on you. But I mean, hey, everybody's getting better.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, everybody's getting better. I just ran into an issue with it a second ago with Takoa getting better. Means I got to work harder. Yeah. And these two constantly push each other. And right now we're looking at Chavo with the lead, and he's not relinquishing it as he has 100 almost already on Retro.
Yeah.
Oh, he tried to go. I like the fact he's using slap more, by the way, because we're realizing how solid that move is, and he's also been landing that all night. I think all of us can be very on the same page with the fact we feel like Chavo almost got scared out of using his up specials more often because he didn't want to get punished for them. Now he's actually like finding more windows to find the knockouts. I think he started seeing like not just what he could do online, but also what Gopo was doing. Yeah. It's like, wait, steal from each other, make each other better.
Hell yeah, I can't wait for them to play.
I can't wait for Gopo to show up over here.
It's gonna be the greatest fit match of all time.
It's gonna be a nightmare for anybody trying to keep track of what's going on because they're gonna be all over each other. It's gonna be a bloodbath. But currently a similar fashion here. Chavo, again, he's he hasn't won one in a little while.
Yeah.
He wants it back. He wants that dub back.
I feel him.
The jab to down attack to go ahead and take that off. Shoutouts to RetroxWolf, who was here last week. Solid Morty. We just dropped the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, RetroxWolf. Appreciate that.
Subs.
Don't know why you weren't here this week, though. Where you at? Also,
he said he'll be here next week.
Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, my cousin Carlos also didn't come. Retro's brother. Just realized that. That's okay. I mean, one cool thing is that every week we've been consistently getting around like 16-ish average entrants, whether people are here or not. I know Pin is currently dealing with studying for school tomorrow. And, I mean, also it's kind of frightening coming here to try and fight against these two. Like, look at the way Chavo has been struggling against Retro of late. And look at this, like, lead he has. He's getting close to taking this first game.
Yeah, Chavo's figuring it out. He's mixing them up pretty well.
I feel like Retro is missing a lot of his up attacks, and that's what's stopping the neutral from happening.
Got it. Yeah, no, that's I mean, that's a big thing. Like he's punishing the gaps where like Reindog would get started. See right there, look, the reflect coming through. The big high fly slap. That's actually like a solid counterplay in this matchup now because one of the things that Chavo always does normally is he'll use the side special, like the single hit side special, to cancel the move, break the move, and then burst in. And he didn't let that happen this time. Also, something I just realized, Daquan, is that of late, Retro has been not letting him just, like, they're not just going to trophies. And I think maybe Chavo might have won the RPS and was able to pick the stage there, so he was able to get trophies.
Yeah.
But I saw the head shake at the end. Chavo was like, you want to just run it back? He's like, no.
Oh, okay.
Because I think he... Retro's just realized how beneficial that stage is to Finn. And this is a beneficial stage to Finn, too. But when those Batmobiles are gone, it's such a good stage for Reindog.
Interesting. I never really thought about it, that it could be a stage matchup for them.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're starting to like get into now as we all improve.
Yeah.
We're not just auto-piloting the trophies anymore because sometimes it does work more beneficial for others. Stages like this, although you have the lower blast zones, you have such a small amount of room to work with here that it's easy to control the pace of the game as Reindog because there's not much room to run. That was a good dip to the left side, though, to get behind that Batmobile.
That's a Batcave advantage right there for Reindog because his recovery is horrible.
Yeah, no, that's his most exploitable part about him is how easy it is to blow up that recovery when he tries to creep his way in with the up specials. But that's going to lead to a knockout early. That was at 59, and that's the trade-off with counterpicking here to Batcave.
Had a bag full of coins, too.
Yeah, oh, true. Yeah, it already probably would have knocked out by itself. Hey, you can't DI your way out of that one. I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh, my goodness. But it's okay. Right now, Chavo is surviving well. I don't know what Chavo did over this past week and change, but it is working because he, obviously he's been underperforming a little bit compared to what he's used to, but he definitely hit the labs or something because he is now doing so good here against Retro.
Battles he's been doing.
Partially, that could actually be a part of it because like he's getting more matchup practice.
That was close.
I can't believe he got out of that.
Yeah, if he would have turned it around, he would have got that there, but.
Just being Reindog, getting out of that situation is like nigh impossible because you got hit without a commitment by the gem. But at least he was able to even it back up with the dare. But much like last game, Digwan, he's already got 114 on him. And it showed.
Second stop. There it goes.
He is playing with a burning lead right now. I wonder if a little bit of what happened against that Twilight set 2 might be hovering in Retro's mind. Like, this is his first time getting to be #1 seed, and the pressure might be on him to perform, to try and get it. And meanwhile, Chavo on the other side is like, I'm mad. Like, I want that position back. As he goes off to try and go get that Nair Dare, of course, that's a true combo with when the cooldown is off with that kick. It's so ridiculously good.
So is this best of 3 or best of 5?
Well, best of 5. Winners, yeah. Winners, losers, grands, all best of 5, of course. We like to make sure that things are as competitive as possible. Which is a big part of why we play 3 stocks too. Because imagine our weeklies with 2 stocks.
Yeah.
It would be such a different weekly.
It would be quick as hell. Also.
Yeah. Also, I think Slice would probably be a top 3 player consistently. With like Shaggy. Things would look very different. But it's getting closer and closer. Because you got him at 126, and you can always find that true combo, like, drag off stage. But I like how, he finally finds it there. But much like last game, he's been using Slap at the end as a way to, like, if you ever decide to actually throw out a projectile to try and separate me, I'm going to slap you in the face for it, block it, and you're going to die.
Yeah.
Which is fine because I'm up a full stock, so it's worth it.
All at the same time. Like, that's such a good move. I love it.
That dare might be enough to do. Oh, no, not yet.
A little more percent, he would have had it, though.
The damage is starting to rack up now, too, though. One thing that Chavo does do when people ask, like, what do you do to the fires? Like, he just walks in it because he's like, look, I'm just going to walk through because I'd rather take that damage and then get an opening than just hide and let him get stage control.
Yeah.
But that damage is actually built up since, and Retro has brought this all the way back.
It's very even right now. Oh, my goodness. I didn't even notice that they both have to the last stock.
Yeah, we are all the way down here. Now he's on apples, but the up attack will finally find its mark. That one was definitely back kick because on like Sky Arena, no plats or something, that probably would have just barely been close to the blast zone. Yeah. But now Chavo moves up 2-0. But Retro did start to answer back. And remember, this is best of 5, so he has a few more games where he could possibly make a run back.
For sure. I think it would play to his advantage to be on like Cromulons, where there's a tight wall, and a high ceiling at the same time.
I'm more than willing to bet that Chavo probably banned that.
Yeah, I think so too.
If I'm Chavo, most likely I ban that stage, and he's gonna run it right back to Batcave because this is probably the happy middle ground he's got. He probably he doesn't mind fighting him on Tree Fort. There's no reason to not fight him on Tree Fort as Finn. You have you do take away Cromulon, so you take away that speaker nonsense, and also the ability to spike really low, as many of us have, unfortunately, been on the receiving end of against him, and that's a big place where he makes big comebacks usually in a match. So force his hand, play on Batcave. This is a beneficial stage for you too.
Yeah, for real. Second game was much closer, and I think now Retro is starting to really adjust. I think he's starting to find his footing. Like I think that's the biggest thing he needed to have. Oh, he got his jump rip. That is going to. Oh, he made it. He made it to the wall. Oh my God!
Job. If that happened to pretty much actually anybody, your mentality is going to go right in the trash. You have this big lead and then you get knocked out at 20. Oh, you'd have been so mad.
Now he just has to work back on getting back his neutral.
Oh my god. Dude, every time I see, I don't care how many months have passed since we've started playing this game, whenever I see Finn do that, the neutral attack run to, it's just literally just like a like angry child. Who gave him that sword?
Really?
Like, all right, well, he strikes first, though. He does get the first one on the board, so looking a little bit better.
Definitely looking better for Retro this round. If he can keep this lead, get maybe Chavo to 80 before he loses the stock, this could be his game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like you said, it's 3 stocks. Got plenty of time to make comebacks on. And also, you know, Retro did it to him last time. Chavo could do the same. That's why in no world ever do I count anybody out here. But I think one thing Retro's finally doing that he wasn't doing before is he remembers the distance he needs to fight him at. Because usually he fights him at this very specific like character and a half length away. So he can reactively put projectiles out and use that up attack to constantly beat his approach. That way Chavo can't get something started before he gets in.
Nice. I see what you mean. And he's definitely working that distance. And, you know, he's only really losing that neutral when he tries to do that fair.
Yeah,
Gets caught.
and he has him attack to get. That's such a good mix-up. You go back and forth holding the charge on it, and you think you're never going to do anything. Oh, that would have evened the game. That absolutely would have evened the game. Oh, my God, he's crazy.
It's crazy. Only the first hit of his up attack hit in the air. Okay, he got the kill.
Yeah.
I felt so sorry for the Reindog up here just now.
Hey, you know, that move works now at least, okay? It's,
Yeah,
like,
it works better.
It works better. Before it used to never connect, but now at least it does. Of course, the game's consistently improving over time.
Yeah.
And, right, you know, that was, again, multiple times where Chavo's trying to, like, get this really early stock to, like, rip the lead away from him. And it's cost him. And look at this damage he just put on.
That combo is, oh my goodness.
He just covered his dodge too, going with the side attack, side special version, and coming back off the stage. He is popping off right now. He just put so much damage on him, and that was, by the way, not even the loops. He did that off of pure like reads. Retro has said this many times over. He said, I don't need the loops. Like, if they take the loops away, I don't care because I have other combos. He actually thinks his combo game has gotten worse because the loops are so good that it forces him to use them. But, like, he was doing this before it, so it doesn't really matter that much. That up special might be enough.
Oh, no, that was close.
Yeah, it was
you got to make it back to stage.
Yeah, he only had 100 coins in the bag.
Still, so it's not last stock. He still has much of a chance.
And he strikes back with a very solid game number 3 there. And this is why you never count these two out. They have so many close sets recently. And, you know, we were talking about before how Retro has won winner's side the past few times that they have fought. They, Chavo, the one time they have met in losers, recently came out on top. However, I was wrong.
Cool.
Chavo actually choosing to counterpick the Cromulons. So, you know, I think there's a little part of me that understands why this might have happened. And now, I think this is still a really good stage for Reindog, so this is kind of risky because of things like this and how low that blast zone is.
Please tell me why you think this happened.
Because when he fought against, I want to say I think it was Takoa earlier.
Yeah.
He fought him here, and he comboed him to oblivion off of these sides, and he also spiked them dumb early here. I think Chavo's starting to understand how this works, and that blast zone up top is super high, so those dares are going to be much harder for Retro to find knockouts on.
Yes.
Granted, the biggest thing, of course, is Retro is a dare machine off stage, so he can still spike them super early.
Yeah, this is going to be intense.
Yeah, they are boxing right now. Of course, that center platform messes with projectiles a little bit, but here on Cromulons, there's like no room. So, like the projectile bouncing back sometimes actually helps you because somebody tries to run in on you and then you get hit by it as it comes back.
Yeah,
and I've seen some interesting angles that looks like Retro's been doing on purpose of late.
Yeah.
I swear, he got away from someone earlier today. It was Jeff, where he threw the projectile at the wall, the neutral air projectile, and it bounced upwards, and it killed him when he was trying to spike him with a dare. And it was like, how did you perfect that angle? How did you do that? But that high blast zone actually not mattering that much here. That was at 126. I figured he would live that.
126 that killed him?
Yeah, I thought that the high blast zone might help him here.
That's impressive.
Oh, he's been doing that a whole lot more lately. That's a stock. Good snipe there with the gem, evening it right back up.
That gem. Man. Oh, good loop.
Yeah, straight to 54. I mean, like, one thing, of course, as Reindog is because you're so big, it's easy to get combo started. But now that you see attack decay on Reindog, this is your opportunity to push. That, however,
good mix-up on the return.
He had to. That was such a good route he took. Because if he picked literally any other one, he got hit by Nair.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good jump call with the up special. I think people need to pay attention to that more because if there's one thing that Pain does very well against Retro, which is Retro started to adjust specifically against Pinon, but he always does the up special in his way because he knows he wants to jump cancel burst into center to reset neutral, and then he gets caught for it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Chavo's starting to do more often now with that up special.
Interesting.
Yeah, take the note on that.
Yeah, because he is vulnerable when that happens.
Yeah, it's one of the few times where you could get him.
Sometimes you think it's a hitbox and you dodge it. Like.
Yeah, nope. There's no hitbox on that up special. The only hitbox is the following nair, or obviously the side air or the dare. However, Chavo has stolen back the lead. It was pretty close, but he hasn't had a lead in a little while.
It's scary.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, that's what we're talking about. That jump cancel, up special, use dodge, jump, and up special to burst in the center, and then he dares to try and keep himself safe, or he'll do like a fireball.
Yeah.
But if you preemptively beat him before he gets there, then you're good. But jab into down attack, that is a true combo at the right windows, and that's going to even it up. It's actually absurdly close right now.
Yeah, just a couple more firewalls. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, Chavo knows the right windows to like dodge out of that, because there are spots where it's a fake loop, like you go for the fireball reset if they're messing up DI. That's not real unless they bounce too high. But the down attack is going to put him right back to even damage here, Daquan.
Wow. This is such an intense set.
This is actually incredibly close right now. He's going to get hit by the dare, trying to get the jab into down attack.
Retro really wants to stay in this game.
No, yeah, he does not.
We want to see a game 5.
I can't, bias-wise, I want a game 5, but also it's like, it's so impressive watching the way that... Oh, that missed!
Good job DIing out. Oh my
He almost got him on the Sair 1-2 on the jump read, and now he's going to be forced to have to recover. Takes a challenge on the gem, but it gets hit by the projectile. Up attack might do it. Oh, he catches him! It's not going to be enough. He didn't have enough coins to be able to get it. Of course, Cromulon's helping a little bit there. He tried to get him with the slap, but he got caught on the roll
down
in.
there almost killed him. A couple more percent, he would have been down.
Yeah, I am super surprised because it killed earlier at 126.
Yeah.
So 134 to 120. You can't get hit by a Reindog jab right now. That's kind of what he's fishing for. And for Chavo, your main knockout option pretty much is up attack, and he doesn't have
he only has
the armored buns on.
Apples.
Dare's going to do it, and he gets it. And Chavo, finally, for the first time in a little while, he's been fighting to get that run back on it. He was able to take out Retro on the winner side. He has been hunting for that W in a little bit, and you know, he would have had it on the 2-0 if it was best of 3. Retro fought very hard to keep it that way, to almost run it back there, but I'm constantly impressed by watching those two. Like, they're just they push each other so far.
Yeah.